You'll be home in less than an hour, but you really want to hear your daughter's voice right now to make sure she's okay, and to let her know that you're okay. A parent never stops worrying. You pick up the receiver and dial your home phone number, but all you hear are a series of clicks and silence. No ringing, no dial tone. Then you remember, you have to dial a code to access the outside line, but you can't remember anyone ever telling you what it was. You bet management doesn't want anyone to call outside the pizza place when they're supposed to be working, especially during a security shift. It seems like a bad policy, though. What if there was an emergency and you had to call the police or the fire department? At least you won't have to deal with management's eccentricities for much longer. As you replace the receiver on the phone, a nagging thought in the back of your mind wonders if you made a mistake keying in your home phone number. You shake your head. This first night has been so unsettling, your imagination is really running wild. You're sure you have nothing to worry about. You watch the clock on the desk as the numbers flip over from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Yay! You survived your first night at Freddy's. All is quiet as you leave the security office and pass through the restaurant. You step outside and take in the fresh, cool air, happy and grateful to be alive. Even the early morning light seems too bright after the darkness of the pizza place. You lose all sense of time in there, since most of the windows are in different parts of the restaurant. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Too bad you'll have to sleep through most of it once you send Coppelia off to school. And then it won't be long before you're back here for your second night. Who knows what that will bring? You lock up the restaurant, wave goodbye to the sleeping animatronics inside, and head home. When you get home at 6:30 a.m., you wish you could go to bed, but your day isn't over just yet. Now it's time for your second, but more important job, parenting. This one is full-time and pays nil, but you wouldn't have it any other way. However, getting your 11-year-old daughter Coppelia up and ready for school is more challenging than anything Freddy Fazbear's Pizza could throw your way. You peek into her bedroom and see her still snoozing peacefully. Books are scattered across her bedspread and on the floor, and an open one lies on her chest, rising and falling with her steady breathing. She was clearly up late last night, reading, as usual. You laugh a little when you see drool in the corner of her mouth and a damp spot in her pillowcase. I wish I had a camera, you think. So you study her a little longer, trying to hold on to this memory for later. You go into the kitchen to make breakfast, intentionally banging pots and pans around as you cook eggs and bacon. You can't help but think of Chica, and you force the thought away. You're off the clock now, and you will not let the animatronics live rent-free in your head. The combination of Coppelia's alarm clock and the aroma of bacon is enough to wake her. She pads out into the kitchen in her rocket ship pajamas, hair a tangled mess, and her face lights up when she sees you. "Missed me, huh?" you say, twirling your spatula. "No, I just love bacon so much." She gives you a hug, and by extension, the person making it for me. You laugh. "But seriously, I missed you," she says. "While you were sleeping?" "Especially then. I never sleep well when you aren't home." "I hate leaving you, but it's just for this week." She sees the concern on your face and puts a hand over her mouth. "Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'm fine, really. Mrs. Andrews always looks in on me, and she hears everything that goes on around here." "That's an understatement," you smile. You're grateful to have someone close by to watch the house when you're away, but you're never worried that Coppelia will get into any trouble on her own. If anything, she's keeping an eye on kindly Mrs. Andrews, who had sadly lost her own daughter at a young age years ago, and has been overprotective of the neighborhood kids since. Coppelia reaches for the tray of cooked bacon. You slap her hand away. You are not getting one slice of bacon until you're dressed for school. She sticks her tongue out and disappears into her room. Coppelia comes back in record time with your hair neatly tied in a ponytail, a bedazzled purple t-shirt, tights, and a jean jacket. She sits down and you put a heaping amount of bacon on her plate, and she immediately starts shoveling it into her mouth. "How is work?" she asks. "Uneventful," you lie. "Sounds like my dream job," she says, sitting at a desk in the middle of the night, pushing buttons. "I would catch up on so much reading, until boredom kills me." "You would not be killed by boredom at Freddy's," you say, "and promise me you'll never work there." She laughs. "Okay, sure." "Now how was your day?" You catch up with each other while you eat breakfast. Then she notices the time on her Kit Kat clock and jumps up. "My bus!" She shoves another piece of bacon in her mouth and grabs her backpack by the kitchen door. She rummages around in it. "Crud! Do you have a pen? I have to finish my homework on the bus." You raise an eyebrow. "Why didn't you do it last night?" "Because I couldn't find my pen. Keep up, Dad." If you have the ballpoint pen and give it to her, remove it from your inventory and choose the option on the left. If you tell her to borrow a pen, choose the option on the right.